And he is assisted by Lisek Medrano, who sometimes is in the background, but believe me, she works hard. And I want to join Jesus in thanking Gasper Orozco, who is always there with his leadership and skills. Thank you, Gasper, for always being there. So, as part of the working task force, one of the members, Professor David Badillo, who is here from Lehman College. David, can you please stand and be acknowledged? Thank you. David Badillo is a great historian, and he, together with members of the task force, organized on behalf of both Lehman and CUNY a conference that was held at Baruch College. And that conference was about the Mexican community and the issues and challenges in particular that face Mexicans here in New York. And we learned that those challenges were many. And many of those challenges certainly motivate me to be as active as I am, because we learned that only 7% of all Mexicans living in New York City have a baccalaureate degree. And we learned that the Mexican community has the highest birth rate here in New York City. So we have a lot of children growing up in households where their parents, as well as the children, need access to education. We also talked in that conference about the fact that every time you go into a restaurant in New York City, and not just a wonderful Mexican restaurant, anytime you go into a restaurant, you will meet workers from the Mexican community. They are there as the cooks, as the chefs, as the workers, as the dishwashers, as the waitresses, as the waiters, right? Everybody has experienced this all over New York City. And that we shouldn't wait another generation to begin to create the necessary bridges for those hardworking people to gain access to college. And we know they can't all go full-time because they're raising families, and they obviously need to stay in their jobs, but why can't a place like CUNY find some new ways to be of assistance to them? So we followed up with a meeting that was arranged with the help of the consulate that took place at New York City College of Technology in the hotel, restaurant, and management dining room at the invitation of President Hershenson. And I remember that day when we sat there and we hatched the idea that is becoming reality tonight. And yes, it is a hospitality certificate program. You have a wonderful representation that's been prepared by the college right in front of your eyes. This is the credential that students will receive once they go through the program, and it will provide those participants with a wonderful, wonderful opportunity that begins this October and starts for the first time, and will begin to enroll students in a hospitality certificate program that I think is unprecedented here in New York City and probably anywhere in the country. This program is part of the work of the task force, and I just want everyone here in the room to know that we have a working task force working closely with the consulate that is out there all year round looking for ways to elevate and uplift the educational aspirations of the Mexican community. We have a website, it's called CUNY Si Se Puede. We organize college fairs all throughout the city. We've done so with the help of Tepeyac. I don't know if Joel is here tonight, Joel Magellan, and everybody at Tepeyac has worked very closely. Here we go, Tepeyac is in the house. They deserve a round of applause. Angelo Cabrera of Maser is here, has done tremendous work with our college fairs. Dr. Gabriel Rincon of McStecker is here. Thank you so much for your support. And we have organized dropout prevention sessions because we can't only focus on students right at the college age. We have to do so much earlier. And in fact, one of the great models in the city is the model developed by McStecker and the College Now program of CUNY to reach earlier into the high schools and the junior high schools to get our children ready as early as possible. At Baruch College, we have funded and we have supported what is really is the only training program for community leaders that has been offered through the School of Public Affairs, again, with the great work of the consulate and Professor Robert Smith of Baruch College, who he couldn't be here tonight, but let's let him know that we gave him a round of applause for his year-round work. And you will see in the new publication of the Daily News, Orally, you'll see full-page ads that showcase the message of the Consul General and Chancellor Matthew Goldstein aimed at getting the word out to the Mexican community. We did this all summer long. We've done it in the spring. Again, as I said, this has to be done year-round. In the room here tonight is one of the great immigration and naturalization experts of our country, an attorney who is the chair and the head of CUNY's Citizenship and Immigration Project, something that he and I started, I guess, almost a dozen years ago. And he is the leading advocate, without question, for services for immigrants, and he should stand and take a bow, and that's Professor Alan Werner. Our work is a work in progress. We're going to do another conference, right, Professor Badillo? Which will come up in this academic year. We will take the model that's being announced tonight, make it work, evaluate it, make it better, showcase it, and as the Consul General has indicated, create a model that can be replicated not only here in New York City, but throughout the nation. I have a quote that I actually carry with me from President Felipe Calderon. And I think it expresses the essence of our friendship. Yo digo que la frontera de México no termina en su frontera política. He dicho que allí donde está un mexicano, allí está la patria, allí donde está un mexicano, está México. I have said that Mexico does not stop at its border. Wherever there is a Mexican, there is Mexico. I will conclude with this observation, which is my own. Donde quiera que se necesite acceso a la educación, allí está CUNY para ayudar. Wherever there is a need for access to education, there is CUNY. Muchas gracias.